Hey everyone, Oz here, and welcome to something kind of not completely different, but different to everything else, something new. This is Factorio. So I thought I'd give Factorio a go. I do like the game. I've watched a fair bit of it on YouTube, something that I spend a bit of time watching, to be honest. I'd like to get into just a playthrough. This is a modded playthrough, so we have Bob's mods and Angel's mods on here as well. I'm probably put a list. There's not many. I'll probably put a list of the mods down below. But for the sake of this playthrough, I'm playing without biters. So if you know the game, you'll know that biters can just be a pain, honestly. So what I thought I'd do is just get in, we'll play a bit of this, we'll see what we come up with, and I'm just trying to remember how to sort all sorts of things out, and I've got to remember how to kill off these. There we go, that's what it is. Middle click. Yep, awesome. So I thought I'd just get started with a bit of this. Let's get some wood so I can make a chest. Start off with a bit of coal. But biters being off means that we don't have to worry about the pollution, and we can just focus on playing through the game, because I've played a little bit of Factorio, and as I said, I've watched a fair amount, but I haven't done too much in the way of playing modded. I've watched modded, just haven't played modded, so it'll be interesting to give this a go. So we're going to need a few things. We're going to need, because it's modded, we have different ores. Normally you just have iron and copper and that sort of stuff. In this one we have different add-ons. So this is a Angel's refining, changed things around a bit. So we have a burner ore crusher, which we'll need to use this here, this sapphirite. Will turn into iron at the start, and then this one up here will turn into copper. They're your two starter sort of ones, so let's just throw the rest of this in here so we can get some coal. I'm going to need another mining drill. So to make all our stuff, I've just pushed E. We've got all sorts of bits and pieces in here on how to make things. I'm going to have to find all the stuff. So we have the Yoki mods, we have Angels, and we have Bobs. So it's a fairly complex chunk of mods thrown together. But we're going to need a few things. We're going to need 5 stone in order to make a burner ore crusher. Stone's an interesting one. I don't know if I've got any stone around this area. That's something I didn't check for. So that's telling me that it requires 20. What was that? Just started and I'm already stuck. Right, so obviously we're getting some coal made up. Worst case, I pick up the miner and we just move it around. But let's go burner. So burner mining drill, we're going to require iron plates. So iron plates. Okay, got 2. A little bit of coal. I'm going to pick these up and we're going to go, this one's the iron, isn't it? Yes. Let's drop him here, put the box down and put about, I don't know, half this in. Then I'm going to take this, place it down, and I'm going to take this and place it down, and we're just going to do some basic manual stuff to start with. So we've got sapphirite. We'll click on here. We want to do sapphirite ore crushing. Give it some fuel, and it's going to take that and turn it into products. So we've got crushed stone, which I have Factorio NEI installed, so we can click on here and go, right, I want the usage of, this is a chest in this case, so let's go back, change this to, I don't know, whatever your particular item that you're looking at is. So that's standard. And it'll be a case of going crushed stone. What can we use crushed stone for? We can take 2 and turn it into stone. Simple. And that and water turns into mineralized water and calcium chloride and lots of different things, but the basic thing, we can do it in our hand, and it takes 0.5 time to craft. So I can take these and go, right, I want to make stone. So let's turn that into stone. So this is just chugging away and making us some of this sapphirite. We'll throw that in there. These here can be put in here with the rest of this coal, and it'll turn into iron plates. So we've got 15. It takes 3 to get 2 plates. It's not too bad. Want some more of that, thanks. Because I need to make... Here's another burner ore crusher. So we'll need one of them for the one up the top, and then we're also going to require the burner mining drill, which will need 3 iron gears, which is going to need... Okay, let's grab this. Take them. Grab these things out of here. Can go in there. Okay, let's make one of them, thanks. And it will make it. Let's make a few more of those stone. Probably need a little bit more. This will be cruising along. Lots more plates. So we now have another burner mining drill. I'd like to get another one of these crushers. And it's left clicked on each thing to make one of, or right click to make 5, or, you know, however many you've got. Let's make an ore crusher. And I'm going to need to manually do a couple of things here. I'd like to make probably at least a couple more of these mining drills. But we've got one of each, and I'm going to need another stone furnace. So let's make... And again, I said this will take me a while to work out what's what and the easiest way of doing things. And you'll see I keep right-clicking on this to open it when I've got a left-click. Right-click will pick it up. Left-click will place things down. Is that enough to make another furnace? Yes. Okay. Let's head up the top here. Actually, is there enough? I can make another burner mining drill. But for that, now that I've used that, I'll need another furnace. Whoops. Take them, put that here. I mean, once we get inserters, that'll be alright. We could like automatically export this into here. Place this in here. Making a lot of plates. That one, stone. Just enough to make one of them. Awesome. So I want to put one of these here. And I would like to make another chest. At the back, put a chest here and just let it actually mine up some coal. Put that in there for now. So up the top here, and I've just noticed something just before I started recording here, is that I've realized that I've had some issues with my recording for the last couple of episodes, and for that I do apologize. It turns out that for some reason or another, my audio has been delayed. Now I hope I fixed it. Fingers crossed. It's no guarantee. It seemed to be okay when I was doing this test recording, but definitely the last probably 3 days, maybe. I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, and as I said, I'm very sorry that this has happened. It's not certainly didn't expect it to go all wonky like that. I think it's from when I changed programs, but I'm not 100% sure. And obviously, any change in program that you use is bound to come with its own hiccups. So this one here needs to be stereotype. Nice. So same deal. This one here, if I put it in, that one, we should get copper, I think. Copper plates. Awesome. So this is obviously going to take a while, and I need to produce probably a fair bit more. I'd like to get at least another burner mining drill. Can't remember if I've got... I do have long reach on. It's something that becomes very useful as you play through the game. And that's just the ability to be able to reach something that's outside of range, to be able to like put extra stuff in it or collect a material that you require. So let's put that in there. Let's make all this stone. And then hopefully I can make another burner mining drill. Right, now the idea here is I'll take this and I'll rotate him around. Pick up the chest, put this burner mining drill facing the other one. So he outputs into this one outputs into that one. They will perpetually feed each other to keep themselves full, but they don't use the amount of coal that they mine up. So this should be a nice little way of keeping things going. And you'll see here that they're starting to fill up. If you look on the tooltip as I hover over this spot, it says on the right hand side, it's currently got 5 coal in it, if you can see down the bottom of the window. And it has an expectation of 1.1 thousand coal from that one and 2.7 from this one. So if you look at every time I hover over something, there is numbers related to it. Some of these are infinite pockets too. I think there's an infinite pocket here. Infinite coal is something slightly different. It will just slow down mining after a while. So let's have a look here. Let's give it just a little bit more coal. We will grab that out of there. We will put this in here, pick these up, and grab our iron plates. And we will go up here and give it some coal. Grab that, put it in there. Produce some stuff. So ideally what we're working towards is automation. So the more things we can automate, the better our life will be. So there's lots of machines to do. Power is generally made at the start from steam engines, and you have boilers, steam engines, offshore pumps, which is going to require some more. It looks like circuit boards in this one, so we're going to need to really work around making this wood here. Potentially circuit boards. What's that? Light armor. Got our burner inserters, we've got chests, we've got all sorts of bits and pieces. So basic circuit boards is a wooden board and 3 copper cables. And if you see down the bottom, it says total raw is 1.5 copper plates and 1.5 of this other looking thing here. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. So what I think we might try and do is get straight into electricity. Now that sounds really silly, but sure we can do it. Let's just put half of that in there. Let's grab whatever's out of this. So it's going to require a fair bit of stuff. It's going to require us to get a minimum of a boiler, a minimum of a steam engine, an offshore pump, which actually I can make one now. You can see all the stuff being crafted down here. Wooden boards, copper cables, it's pulling all sorts of stuff from us. We're going to need some, probably, don't really I'd like to just do it out of stone, but yeah, stone would be better. But I'll need another furnace. Let's grab a bit more fuel in there. Let's grab stuff out of here. Put in there. Iron plates. I'm gonna grab all of their stuff. Gonna give you 11. You 11. Just slowly going to take us through. Let's get... What do I need for the pipes? Iron pipes just... One iron plate gets me one iron pipe. One stone brick. It's going to get me a stone pipe. And I really think this is probably a better option. So let's get this and plonk it down there. And I want to put some of this in here. Let's make some more. I'm slowly getting used to where it is. The stone is in this one. What's in here? Fair bit more. You can go in there. You can go in there. A few more copper. Okay. Slowly, slowly. These first couple of episodes are going to be quite slow, and that's just the nature of the beast. Is how long things are going to take to process through. One. Let's make some more of that. You need some of this. And you are going to have some of that. So I should be able to make 4 stone pipes. Yeah, I can make 60 iron because I've got 58 iron plates in here. So it may be, you know, might be smarter to go with what I got, but then again, not necessarily. You still working? Yeah, you're out of power again. 50 coal. You can have 50. Grab a few more of them. Okay. So let's look at these things. We need to make a boiler and a steam engine. Okay. Gonna need this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna run this here. We got our pump. That's actually not the way I want to do it. Let's put it down there. And I want I'll just grab a couple of pipes and put one there. And our boiler, wrong button. I think it goes there. Steam engine here. Actually, it's probably not the way I want to do it. As I said, I'm only fairly new at this. I'm actually going to run it that way. Place him there. So this will require coal in order to heat things up. And it will boil and it will produce steam. It will only produce what it needs in order to make this. So what we need to do next is potentially look at, where was it? Here, I want to make an electric mining drill. And then I need to make a bunch of power poles. Not sure where the power poles are in here. Here they are. We'll make these small electric poles. It's probably going to take up a lot of my materials. So let's grab you. You chug along. Check this, throw that in there. We've got 42. Nice. Zoom back out. I know there's a way of accessing these without... Really? Without opening the inventory, but that's cool. Let's grab that. You got tons. You can have this. You can have this. So ideally what we want to do is get things underway in such a way that we can automate the coal from this patch, getting all the way up here to here. Obviously that's not very easy straight away, but if we put this electric mining drill here, and we can start sending our power poles on our way up here. Is that it? Let's put this side. Okay, so this should now generate power. Send it down our little power pole here. And this should have produced. And it did. Very nice. So next thing we would need to do is get the coal from here all the way up the top there. Grab one of these burner inserters, and then we're going to make... This is going to require a lot of iron. Got a few in here. We need to give this some more coal. Grab that out. It's got plenty. Grab this, put this into here, and this into here, and let it keep making. We've got another 10. So the idea will be that we will, and I will eventually rearrange this. Actually, let's do this now. Let's get rid of this. Put that back. Can I rotate you? I can. Oop, that's the... trying to think of which button it is. Push F to pick it up off the ground. So R rotates your stuff. I'm going to put this in. And this is taking the coal that it's mining up and putting it on the belt automatically. So, very nice. Couple of things we can do with this. One, we can start our automation. Two, we'll be able to branch this off and send it into areas like these so that this can be automatically fed. So we could potentially pick this up and put it right next to here. So let's do that. Let's pick this up and this, and let's put this right there. So this should be automatically outputting into this. And you'll see this should go up. There you go, it's gone up. But this now doesn't have any power. So if we give this power, it will automatically be pulling things out of there. And a couple of things we can do. One, we can move this closer and put a inserter in between the two, which in this case may be worth just running it as burner inserters. Okay, so I just ran out of them. I still need a lot more plates. You and some of that. That can go in there. So obviously we could put this stuff into a... Do we have them yet? Automated crafting, which I think we need to research. So we've got lots of research. This, push the T button. We have tons and tons of research. To get automation, I need 10 Science Pack 1s. Science Pack 1 is made from an iron gear wheel and a copper plate. So it's just two iron, 1 copper makes a Science Pack. So I could potentially get that first research done if I make a lab. So there's a few things I need to get produced before we can go much further, but coal is definitely one of them. I can pick this up, plop him down there. We'll grab our little burner inserter here. He will feed himself first, and then he will feed the machine. And that will make us stone bricks. It's probably going to take most of the coal off the thing there too. So I mean, for the moment, these have got a bunch in them. You know, this is working. It's not working fast, but it's working, and that's the main bit. We've got 56 iron plates. This has probably got a ton more in it. Yep. More of that. So what we could do is run another one down here to run some coal back this way. I don't think I have splitters yet. No, so it may just be worth making a second electric mining drill and running it down here. In fact, let's do that just while we have this for this episode itself. Let's make a second one of these. It's going to take a moment because it needs to make all these different items. So we'll get our mining drill. I will place him here. We need to get some more of them. Let's put another thing here. That back there. I'm going to take this belt and I'm going to run it south. And let me guess. I'm going to go through these. Let's get rid of this. Awesome. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to pick this up. And this. And I want to put this like directly here. I want to put, I think I would like, we do have normal inserters. This would be an electrical inserter. Grab a couple more of them. Okay, just to bring this out slightly, we are going to require some iron plates, which this was what this was making. Fantastic. Place that there. That one. Some of this power. It's not exactly where I want it either. Like that. Can I make burn a mining drill? One in there. Can I make another one? Yes. This one can go in here. So it'll now feed into here. And we want this to be saphirite. So it's feeding this with coal. And then once I can make one more, which I'll need just a few more plates. Make one more of these. I can place it here. And that will feed into this. So this is effectively this is getting fueled, this is getting fueled, this is getting fueled, and then we've got our we're not outputting from here to here because we will need our electric one, in which case I need some power poles. Okay, wrong button again. So this is now moving things automatically for us. It's pulling out the saphirite. It's probably going to try and put crushed stone. I'm hoping it can only take out what it can take out, if that makes sense. And then the this will backlog, which is a pain. But at this stage of the game, there's not much more I can do about it. I don't have the ability to tell it what to pull out. and there's no, without doing too much, there's no more automation to say, okay, only pull this out of this machine. It will only take out what it can, and it will place it in here. I can probably put another one of these down with a chest. So ideally, put a chest here, and we could make another inserter. Put him there. Needs to be in the region of power, and it will take the steel plates out of there and put them into him. Nice. Fairly basic automation. Very basic start. This will do our stone bricks as we need them. And then we'll replicate this system over here to make sure that this is still doing what it has to. I've got a lot of stone on me. That's there, isn't it? Shift left click will produce everything you can for that type of thing. So I really need to get coal over to here. And it will come in like this. And then I'll have one of those burner inserters. Wherever they're hiding. One of these. Once we finish this, which I can shift left click and get rid of. Put him here, and he will take coal and put it in here as required. Once we get it over there. So, just a basic start. Lots of stuff that I'll need to do manually for the moment until we can get more stuff going, until we can split it off and get some research done. Worst case, I make a second one and produce it somehow. But for the moment, I need to wrap up the episode. Very basic start. We'll call it the noob beginning, and hopefully next episode we can continue with this and try and expand a bit, get a little bit of research done, and start getting into some of these wonderful, wonderful things to automate our lives and make things easier. So as I said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.